Hi, I'm Tim, and today we're discussing the Chronoswiss Lunar Triple Date. You can see this 38mm stainless steel watch on our website, purchase it there, and if you enjoy these videos, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. On my wrist, 6 1/3 inches, 16 centimeters in circumference, the Chronoswiss Lunar Triple Date has the appearance of the transitional officer-style watches of the early 20th century, that is, pocket watches reconfigured as wristwatches with soldered-on straight lugs, straps, and a reconfigured dial arrangement, often turned sideways, to allow them to function as wrist-borne instruments. Now, although this watch is contemporary, Chronoswiss was founded in 1983 by independent watchmaker Gerd Rudiger Lang, the style and the styling elements are very much a tribute to that early wristwatch era, when the pocket watch was initially supplanted as the daily standard by the first very primitive wristwatches. But there's nothing primitive about this watch. It's a romantic homage, everything from the coined bezel and caseback to the straight lugs with threaded bars for screws, the more secure retention system, to the breguet hands and the elaborately guilloche cut dial, is handsome and yet very contemporary in its execution, an homage to the past, but not slavishly so. Now, the watch is quite slim, only 11mm thick. With a nicely rounded bezel, it does slide easily under a tight sleeve or dress cuff, and my wrist is 6 1/3 inches, 16 centimeters in circumference for reference, but the watch could be worn on a wrist as small as 14.5 centimeters with absolute security and sense of proportion. Now, the watch looks larger than it is, that largely due to the straight lugs, but they only span 48mm from extremity to extremity, so the breadth of the watch across the wrist is very manageable, even with a smaller wrist. And you can see nicely in this profile shot that the lugs do curve down and around to trace the arc of the forearm, so this is a watch willing to meet you halfway. If you have a smaller wrist, the watch looks large, but it wears small. It's really the best of both worlds in terms of style and ergonomics. It comes with a very substantial and meaty monotone stitch black rectangular scale alligator leather. Now you can see just how much volume it has as it approaches the case. It looks premium and it feels it. Now, the bars retaining the strap are actually held in place by screws, and the lugs are threaded. It's the more expensive way to make a case, but it's also the more secure way to mount a strap, and you benefit from that as the owner. Now, the watch also allows the strap to pull straight down. The very traditional straight bars means that there's no tendency to flare or fight the curve of your wrist, and the watch is paired with a wonderfully traditional and beautifully made pin buckle, itself held on by screws, so it's easy to adjust on the fly should your wrist expand or contract during activity. Now, the dial of the watch, again, is an homage to the pocket watch era. You can see a remarkably dramatic series of dial treatments, hobnail outboard of a sector-style minutes track. You can see that there are stylized Arabic numerals all about the dial, breguet-style hands at center, and the inner dial is equipped with an intriguing clou de Paris cut, while there's a unique checkered pattern on the sub-register featuring the date and moon phase at 6 o'clock and a brushed metallic hour scale. Everything about the watch is thoughtfully considered and beautifully rendered. The fact that Chronoswiss also prided itself on the value of its offerings is truly remarkable given the quality of the execution. This is a watch that at first glance really does look like a breguet. It's that handsome. Now, although Chronoswiss is known for buying out pretty much the world's supply of the original Inocar 165 movements during the late 1980s, this is not one of those Inocar 165s. It's a modular adapted ETA 2892A2. Now, it features all of the underlying virtues of the 2892A2, including durability, reliability, and precision, as well as hacking seconds, such that when you pull the crown, you do stop the balance, and you can see it is a chronometer grade balance due to the flare of the spokes. So you can precisely set the watch to a known accurate reference time. Moreover, with a 42-hour power reserve and very efficient and smooth bidirectional winding, it's a refined and thin movement for a dress-style watch, again, while giving you set-it-and-forget-it reliability. The 21-jewel movement is a true ETA, not a knockoff, and that's something that really is going to become more and more a badge of honor among older watches so equipped, because as ETA phases out its movements, we will miss the day when we had them. No movements were ever better, more accurate, more durable at a lower price, and In this Chronoswiss, you don't feel like you're getting a watch with an entry-level movement, and because of the specification of the movement, either top or chronometer grade from ETA, as per the balance, you know you're actually getting a superbly precise time teller, and that's before we even get into the triple date and the moon phase. Now, the moon phase, featuring a classical Swiss man in the moon treatment, is a 2+ year moon phase, meaning you only need to set it to correct it in the third year, every third year of wear. The watch is corrected using pusher correctors on the case flanks for the day, date, month, the moon, and the watch features a German language calendar for clarity. So today you can see it's Thursday, and that's noted in the day window just below my thumb. So it's got a little bit of an exotic flair to it that's well matched to the watch's German origins. You can see this Chronoswiss Lunar Triple Date and buy it on our website.